are you really here? Because I went to a protest out in Tualatin, or however you say it. And we get out there, you know, you got all the rich white people. They looking at us like scared, clutching their purse. I'm like, but you got Black Lives Matter on your fucking poster, but you looking scared of me. So I'm confused. They coming out there with their posters, taking pictures. Look, guys, I'm at a protest for Black Lives Matter. I'm cool. You don't fucking believe what you got on your poster. Because if you do, you wouldn't be looking scared of me. You wouldn't be scared to come and say something to me. Say hi. I'm nice. I swear to God, I'm nice. But I'm not nice. Listen, I'm not nice when I feel like I'm feared. I'm not nice then. And I got a lot to be angry about. Don't look confused when I'm angry. I'm tired of seeing my people in the fucking streets like animals, and then they confused why we act like animals. Cause we mad as fuck. Now white people, if somebody asked me, I'm bad with looking at comments on Facebook. And somebody said, well, black people kill black people all the time. I said, oh shit, I gotta say something. I said, black people ain't here to protect and serve my ass either. But you had a no knock warrant, so what the fuck you knock for? That's already a lie. And then they say, well, the boyfriend shot at us. That's why we shot. Well, you breaking into somebody's fucking house. What the fuck do you think? So, I want to ask y'all something. I'm confused. Y'all done got me all over the place. Now, what was the police called before they were called the police? Does anybody know? Just scream it out. Asshole! Slave catchers, patty rollers, and y'all expect me to respect the police when they was once called slave patrollers. The police are here to control the behavior of the minorities. So I don't respect the police. So people say, well, not all cops are bad. You're right, they're not. But all black people ain't threats neither. All right, so I'm gonna say 3 people's names. And if you know who they are, you can raise your hand, scream. I don't care. Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, William Bryan. Who knows who these 3 people are?
Murderers!
That's kind of sad, but okay. Those are the 3 racist ass, punk ass, white ass, sorry my white people, white ass, who killed 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery. Now, Ahmaud wasn't doing anything but taking a jog. How many people jog? It's Portland, y'all healthy as shit. How many people jog? Now, when you jog, do you feel like, damn, somebody gonna come hunt me down? Because yes, they hunted him down. My black people know, but white people, do you feel like, damn, a black person gonna hunt my ass down today and shoot me? No, you don't feel that way. And you know what Travis McMichael bitch ass said? After he shot this man 3 times with a shotgun? Fucking nigger.
Fuck that!
A fucking nigger.
Fuck that!
And this happened, thank you, a fucking murderer. So at this point, we're not just worried about cops. We're worried about racist ass white people who look at us and are like, damn, they are a threat. He is a criminal. What? Oh Yeah, they got a lot of names for us now. I'm not gonna go into all the names, but you know, because your friends probably see them. Anyway, check yourself. I meant to say that in the beginning. If you hearing your friend done said the nigga word or nigger, because they like to say nigger out here. If they done ever said that and you ain't said shit, check your motherfucking self right now. Period. Now, this happened, Ahmaud Arbery died February 23rd, 2020. I didn't see that video till about May. So that means that's about 2 months that we didn't even know his fucking name. And people ask me, well, not many black people are killed by cops. I'm like, oh, white people are killed more by cops. Where the fuck you getting them numbers from? You think every black person ever killed by cops has been documented? You think every person who's been killed has been lucky enough to be on the news? Some man told me, well, only 15 black people were killed by the police last year. That's 15 motherfucking people too many. And I want to go back. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was nervous as hell, but y'all got me feeling real comfortable. Now I lost my thoughts. Y'all got clapping and shit. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the man who commented and asked me, oh, how many people were killed by cops? He kept asking me, how many black people were killed by cops? How many? How many? I'm just like, dude, shut the fuck up. Asking me. I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry, but when I get mad, I get to cussing, so I'm sorry. So he said, well, why every time black on black crime, y'all don't march for them? I just kindly said to him, well, since white people kill white people, why y'all don't be out marching for your white people? That's dumb as hell. That's not the fucking point. We are killed by police, racist white people, and they expect us to just be calm. But the funny thing is, when a black person kills a black person, they get the max. They get life. When a cop kills a black person, they get death duty. They get paid leave. They get fired. That's not enough. We need you to go to jail. So the people who killed George Floyd, oh yeah, they're in jail right now, but are they gonna get convicted? They got bail. When the fuck do murderers get bail? So listen, I'm gonna wrap this up because I know I got other people behind me. But in a world that demonizes my blackness, trust and believe there is no other fucking race I would rather be than a fucking black person. I love all of y'all, but like I said, check yourself and make sure you are out here for the right reasons, because my life is not a fucking trend. My life is not a game. Don't be out here because you want to take pictures with your friends and your sign. Be out here because you really feel that shit. Be out here for the real fucking reason.
What? What? Can't hear you. In the back. In the middle. What? Louder. Scream it. Black Let's give it up for our last speaker one more time. You know, if this was a news-sponsored event, you wouldn't hear the real words. You wouldn't hear the passion. You know, we call those action words. So, no. Share your truth. We want everybody to share their full truth. If you don't want to censor it, then don't. We're not here to give the news any content to post. If they want to film, okay, come on out. But you don't need to censor yourself for anybody. Our stories do not get to be censored. No longer. But I'm up here to talk to you about something very positive. For June is the month of graduation for many people. At the moment, the world is facing a pandemic. Clearly, social gatherings have been banned, but, well, I think Black Lives Matter a little more than that right now. Because still, in America, I'm more likely to be killed by the police than coronavirus. That's a problem. So, one pandemic is bigger than the other, and it shows because you guys are all here with us tonight. I want to say thank you for that. So, I gave the commencement speech for the undergraduate graduation at Portland State University last year. And our team thought it would be a good idea if I gave that speech to the graduates today. While I used to know it by heart, I'm going to be reading it off my phone, so bear with me. But give it up for the graduates first. Graduates, family, friends, and community members, good evening and congratulations to the class of 2020. I would like to give a special shout out to all of the students who are also single parents. You are often underappreciated and overlooked. I recognize all of the hard work and sacrifice you have put in for the future of your family. It really is thankless work. I want to be very clear that I'm only one of the thousands of beautiful voices in this crowd that have amazing and transformative stories to tell. To say that I'm honored to be speaking to you doesn't truly quantify my gratitude. My name is Darren Golden. I was born here in Portland. I'm a veteran, I'm a community member, and I'm a friend. And recently, like many of you, a graduate and now alumni. We are all here to do some good. Now, when I wrote that last year, I didn't know I was going to be standing up here today. I am a product of systems that people consider broken. One I chose, the military. The other, I did not. I was lucky enough to be plucked from the foster care system as a baby by my loving parents. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Everything I learned about being well-mannered, outspoken, helpful, and involved, I learned from my parents. Everything I learned about being an unreserved, risk-taking, and ambitious go-getter, I learned from my 6 siblings, some who are in the crowd tonight. And everything I have learned about being collaborative, courageous, diligent, and selfless, I learned from the military. I'm also fortunate enough to have a loving and insightful group of friends. We always inspire each other to be better, do more, challenge the status quo, and never quit. Now again, when I read this last June, I had no idea I would be out here speaking to you today. And this speech is still fitting. All of us here are a product of people doing some good. All of us wanted to better ourselves so that in turn, we could better the world and do some good. I have failed an exam, bombed a paper, and been downright frustrated with the professor and the system of academia, but I persisted. Fun fact about failure: you fail when you don't achieve your goal. You don't fail when you don't achieve your goal. You fail when you quit. I messed that up, so let me say it again. Fun fact about failure. I'm sure this is the first time you're hearing it. You don't fail when you don't achieve your goal. You fail when you quit. So we will persist. Looking out at you this evening, I know that we have had a similar experience. Graduating from college is a significant accomplishment, a daunting task, and a major feat. One that we took head on and conquered, but we didn't do it without support. Let's take a moment to reflect on and thank all of those who helped us get to this point in our lives. I could quote a million people right now, but no. We went to school so we didn't have to quote anyone anymore. So that we could write our own quotes. So that we could make our own history. We are a community. We are empowered. We are graduates, and we will all do some good. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Hey y'all, so I prepared a little something that I wanted to speak to y'all, but I didn't have the time to get it all memorized, so I'm also going to be reading it off my phone. Is that okay? Okay. I'm a little nervous. But that's okay, right? This is our space to be nervous, right? This is our space to be happy, to be anxious, to be excited, right? Okay, bear with me. Do you know what it feels like to be in your black brothers and sisters' shoes? To feel the weight of an injustice held on our shoulders for decades, like the bags on our ancestors' backs, whose shackles bore into the ankles and wrists like cuffs that currently constrain the black community. In fear, the skin of our ancestors, the layers of years of oppression coded on ourselves, the blood and dirt, our very essence, being the foundation of this society, ran by our oppressors. A weapon, not a gun, not a knife, not a bag of Skittles, not a hoodie, not an afternoon run, not the act of sleeping in bed. Our skin. Society sees black men as criminals and black women as welfare queens, but no, our black men are in fact just criminalized for their existence. And our women are queens, who are forced to use welfare as a means of survival given to them by the very society that harasses them for using it. Our skin is a weapon, for it reminds our oppressors just how long they've kept us in the dirt. But like a tree, we shall grow. We shall continue to rise, my brothers and sisters, until we are touching the heavens. And our oppressors have to look up to us. They are afraid of us. They know we are angry, and they know we are here. That is why they try to stop us. They see our potential. So rise up, stand tall, my family. Let our melanin and kinky hair become the new definition of strength. Let our blackness reverberate in the hearts and minds of many, reverberate through the streets and show those whose ignorance has been the demise of our longevity that we are never going to leave. Repeat that, we are never going to leave.
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 Let our history become the crown that we reclaim from tyranny. Let us reclaim our ancestry, reclaim our glory, reclaim our livelihood. Revolution strives to be us. Revolution wishes to be us. Let our skin be body armor reflecting the projectiles of hate and violence. For it too is our greatest tool. Let our skin be known to be a blanket that covers the minds of the oppressively ignorant. They cannot turn their backs. They cannot ignore. They cannot ignore what we strive to accomplish. We are change. Our oppressors will be our past, and we will not stop fighting. Resistance is powerful. We are here to resist the suffocation of police brutality, police violence. We want to breathe. We will breathe. And do not tell your black folks that we are not doing enough for change. Our very existence is resistance. Our very existence is the earthquake to the foundation of society. We are enough, and we've had enough. And I hope you've had enough too. Thank you. Give my boy a huge round of applause. That was so eloquently put. That's beautiful.
So the next guest speaker that we have coming up, her name is Tayana Haley. I want you guys to give her a huge round of applause. Welcome her to the stage, please.
Hey guys, how's your day? So, if many of you probably don't know me, but my name is Tayana Haley. I am on District Student Council, which, if you don't know, is a group of students within PPS, and they come from all different schools just to basically represent your school, and I'm basically there to represent equity. And I am the only black girl there, so. So I originally had planned to talk about some of the racism that I've experienced in PPS schools and how it mostly comes from the PPS administration itself. Yeah, facts, for sure. But I was in the car today on the way here with the people that I came with yesterday, and after we left our very wonderful, very heart-spoken, peaceful protest yesterday, some really scary stuff happened to us. and they told me that, they said, you have a platform, so maybe you should share what happened yesterday. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm ready. Because let me tell you guys, that is the most terrified I have ever felt in my life. Let me just remind the crowd and remind everybody here that if you're Black, you do not have to be doing anything dangerous or threatening to be a threat. I'll say that again. If you're Black, you don't have to be doing anything threatening to be a threat. The person I live with has been trying to keep me from coming to these protests for days because they seem violent, because we're rioting. But I can tell you that I've been here every day, and I have only been peaceful, and I've only seen peace. So I'm gonna kind of just walk you guys through what happened to me yesterday as I was leaving this peaceful protest. And if you weren't there, it was basically on the opposite side of the bridge from downtown. And we were walking back from, I think it was City Hall, and me and my cousin, who is also Black, and two of our other friends had stayed behind to talk to some of the wonderful organizers here because we're interested in speaking. So eventually the crowd had kind of left us behind, and we had to walk back alone. And as we're going to walk on the bridge to cross downtown, people are telling us, don't go down there. There's tear gas, it's really dangerous, I don't think you guys should go down there. But our car is down there. So we're thinking, how are we supposed to get home? So instead of just walking across the bridge and walking back to our car, we decided to get an Uber. And as soon as that Uber came, he did not want to be there. He knew what we were there for, and he did not like us because of it. He said some really mean things. He said, I hope this is a really short ride, and I didn't really want you to sit in the front. Yeah. Yeah. One star. Oh, we didn't pay him. Right. Anyway, so that being said, he dropped us 2 blocks away from our car, and we had to walk straight through the Justice Center to get to it. Yeah. And if any of you know that's, not to say there is violence, but you know that's where most of it happens if it does. And that was terrifying. There wasn't tear gas happening at the time, but you could feel it left over. Our eyes were burning, our noses were burning. Somebody threw something, we couldn't tell if it was a cop or nothing, so we just started running. And we finally got to our car, and we tried to pull out of the parking lot that we're into, and all we're hearing is loud bangs and gunshots, and we can't tell what they're from, we can't tell where they're at. All we can see is smoke, all we can hear is fireworks. So we're terrified, we're all sobbing already, we're all crying. And as we're going down the street, a police car pulls up from behind us. And if you've been listening, if you've been going to these protests, you've been paying attention, then you know that is terrifying, especially in these situations. And he followed us down a few blocks, and I couldn't talk, felt like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't speak, I didn't have any words for it at all. And I was just thinking in my head, I've been peaceful. I've been doing all the right things. I've been doing everything the way I'm supposed to, and I'm still terrified. So I said it once and I'll say it again. If you're Black, you don't have to be a threat. You don't have to do anything threatening, I'm sorry. If you're Black, you don't have to do anything threatening to be a threat. Yeah. Man. I had a whole lot more to say, but I know that there's other people that want to speak. And I really just wanted to share that with you guys. If you didn't understand it already, it doesn't matter where you're at, what place you're in, how peaceful you're being, you're still at risk. And that's why they're putting your body on the line. Because the truth is, I don't have to purposely put my body on the line to be scared. I do that every day I leave my house. I do that every day anybody in the Black community or my family leaves their house, and I'm terrified that they won't come home. So that being said, sorry to leave it on such a bad note, guys, but
give another round of applause for Tayona Haley.
Everybody doing out there?
We first have to come up here, please.
I ain't come with no speech written. I ain't come with nothing rehearsed. I'm coming with something real though. I hear all y'all great people telling y'all stories, unless you've been a gang member in your life. I've been a gang member. I've been on the bad side of the law. And people ask me, why are you so angry with the law? The law has clowned my they fake back and made for my people. They ask me, why do I hate the law so much? Because is no good. Tonight, independence is Black Lives Matter. I post on my Instagram page every day of this movement. I was here on the first day of this movement. I was downtown when they was crashing shit in this movement. I'll be here until this movement is over and we standing tall. I got a slight. I make a new Declaration of Independence. And a new Declaration of Independence. And that Declaration of Independence should be Black Lives Matter. On the 4th of July, it should be about Black Lives Matter. Play this track for y'all. I used to say to myself, I don't like white people. But during these protests, I'm starting to love white people, man. I love white people. Love you too, brother. But I don't like the racism, though. I got one thing to say to y'all before I play this track. Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump! 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 Fuck Donald Trump!
Turn it up, turn it up. Oh yeah, this the anthem, y'all.
police. Fuck what you tripping. Take it to the trash, out in the car. We rap shit, rap no car. Same imitation, all alone. Now I'm pockets on overflow. My stash is down on overflow. Cause of that microphone that one you flow. In the cops, you put away the jail. In the way we could never imagine. In this way we never fail. You would never imagine. I ain't glad. Now that's for George Floyd. You want to tell him? Thank you.
Hey, what? Louder? Yeah. Give it up for my man one more time. Give it up for my man one more time. Just want to touch on, I really appreciate that man coming through and telling his story and giving us some of his pain and his experiences and just understanding that, like, everybody gets to express what they've been through however they want to. So it's beautiful for him to come up here and give it to you raw and real. That's why this movement works so well, because this ain't nothing but a group of people, a group of raw human beings, not a bunch of politicians with ulterior motives trying to line their pockets. It's a bunch of black people up here trying to live better, trying to make it so we can all live better. And sometimes the truth is gonna be ugly. Sometimes there's gonna be a fuck. There's gonna be a shit. You know, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be somebody saying, fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. So the next person we got coming up is Joshua Big Snub. Please give a round of applause for this person and give him your full attention and respect. Thank you.
Can y'all hear that? I'm gonna ask that one more time. Can y'all hear that? That's what I'm talking about. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm louder on the mic than all y'all here. I'm gonna ask that one more time. How's everybody doing tonight? So, my name is Joshua Big Snub Dudley. If you know who I am, you probably done see me come dancing on the Max, at the store, somewhere in the club, on the street somewhere, getting it in. Usually when you see me, you don't see me in what I'm wearing right now. No, I'm not a cop. Walking here, I heard a few people, damn, shit, oh, fuck. I'm not a cop. I'm what the little homies would call 11 because I'm not 12. And the next time you see a cop with braids like this, you let me know. But I'm here tonight because I needed to be. When my son and my daughter look at me, they don't look at a big buff black man. They see a superhero. They see a role model. Thank you. Let me tell you why my children feel the way they feel about me. One day I was in the bed asleep. My son came out, Hello, can y'all hear me? But anyway, my son comes in the house. He's upset because a group of kids outside acting funny with him. Mind you, I thought this group of kids was his friends. rolled out the bed, hair looking ugly. My shirt pulled over to one side. I got one sock on in my basketball shorts. That's exactly how I went outside. So when I seen the group of kids standing there, I'm like, who won't smoke? They all froze up. And the reason I did that is because my son knows behind, and if you're a black child, that's exactly how you're supposed to feel. Even if it's not your parent, even if it's not your auntie, you need to feel that somebody has your back. At all times. The other reason I'm wearing this is because my black Power Ranger outfit didn't fit no more. Deadass, it really didn't fit. I was gonna wear it, but it didn't fit, so I had to put something on that fit. On top of me wearing this, I want to make sure that everybody that I'm around, whether it be walking down the street, going to the store, or here at this rally or protest, feels safe. So when the rubber bullets start flying, and they send it. Now let me ask y'all a question. Y'all heard the term like, one bad apple, right? Would you go to the hospital if they had like a bunch of bad apples operating on people? Not even one. Having one that's like, I'm good. What about getting on a few bad apples that, okay. So why the fuck do we allow it with police? There should be no reason for bad apples when it comes to the law enforcement. Say that again? All right, there we go. It is easier for me to say that because I've been in this situation. I was walking through the Lloyd Center Park, Holiday Park. I saw a group of children that looked just like me, arguing and fighting. As I approached the group, it wasn't too much to break them up. But in me walking away, one of them stopped a couple feet behind me and turned around and pulled a gun out. And as he aimed at the group of people, my immediate reaction was to take it out of his hand because I heard sirens on the way. And I knew if they came, he wasn't gonna make it home. So in me taking the gun out of his hand, I put the gun in my bag, told him to run. Walk casual. They left. He made it home. I left and did what I had to do. I later disposed of that weapon. He seen me a week later. He seen me a week later and was like, you still got that? I was like, nah, man, I got rid of it. You don't need it. You still breathing. You still here. Got another chance. Use it. And he was like, thank you. So if I can disarm somebody and they can make it home, I know a police officer can do the same thing. I know a police officer can do the same thing. I've been doing security for 13 years, and I've seen anything and everything that you could possibly think of. If you remember that club, The Zone, downtown, I was there the night that shooting happened. One of my brothers was shot. He lived. There were 2 young girls who didn't make it though. So I've seen it. I've been around it. I've also been in situations where I've had to talk people out of doing something crazy. I've been in a club where somebody tried to walk in with loaded guns. Nobody knew this person had loaded guns. Nobody knew this person was even at the club because me and the person I was working with was able to handle the situation and keep everything calm and keep everybody safe. So if I know I can do that, I know that a police officer can do the same thing. So you have to understand, when I watched the video of George Floyd, the tears, the anger, the rage that I felt, because I've been able to subdue multiple people without anybody being hurt, without anybody dying. If I can do that, I know they can too. So my message to you is, when it comes to law enforcement, when it comes to everything else that we put these standards on, we need to gather the way we're gathering here tonight and every other night that we have been, to send that message that we need a higher standard. And a higher standard can be done by us doing it together and making that happen. Because we all know that shit's fucked up, and ain't nothing wrong with saying shit's fucked up. So thank you for everybody that is here tonight. And also understand that when we talk about the struggle we go through, we're not lying about it. They say slavery was like 400 or 500 years ago. Longer? Oh, it's still going on right now? Oh, my bad, I thought that was over. Oh, okay. So, if that was still going on today, 100 years wasn't that long ago. Especially if some of you here tonight have an elder that is 100 or over. That wasn't that long ago. So, my message to everyone who is not black, you have to understand, when we are able to see elders with the lashes on their back, elders who were here 60, 70 years ago, who couldn't sit in a cafe, who couldn't sit in a restaurant, who couldn't walk down the street without getting beat up, hosed, kidnapped, and killed. We have to watch that in movies. We have to watch our people still get killed in movies. That's not something I enjoy watching. I did enjoy watching Django, though. When I went to see that movie in the theaters, I saw so many people walk out. They will much rather stay to watch us get beat on screen and killed on screen, but they don't want to see you fight back. But what happened in Django is history, because that really happened in real life. Things like that actually happen, but they don't want to tell you. The less you know, the easier it is to control you. That's why it's hard for anybody to teach my son some bullshit at school, because he's gonna question you. Because when I look at my son and my daughter, I let them know, hey, you know you the shit, right? And my son will tell you if you try to tell him anything less than that. Well, my daddy said I'm the shit. And if you got a problem with it, I'll let you call him. And wherever you at, I'm gonna show up. Because that's the father that I am. And last night was a dedication to the women. That didn't go nowhere. So I want to say to the men, especially us black men, it's time for us to continue, because I'm not going to say it hasn't been happening. We have to continue to protect our sisters.
That's right. That's right.
So when you see somebody that's Russian or white twerking on the screen, make sure you hashtag pay homage. Because we all know where that came from. When you see the Kardashians on TV with their big butts and big lips, go ahead and tell them to pay homage. Because the loud voices from my sisters, the box braids, let's go ahead. The nice coarse or nappy hair, I like that shit. I like that shit. Because we can change our hair as many times, however we want, the way we want. It's just like clay. We can mold it, and it'll stay. There's nothing wrong with that. So however you got your hair, however you want to do it, be proud of your shit. Because the moment you don't do it, somebody else can try to do it like you. And that's a fact. So to all my black fellas, if you got a cell phone or a lighter, I need you to do that right now. Raise that up. Because I want all the sisters to see that you here. And for those of y'all who don't got one, it's all good, because I know you here. So I need all my sisters to really, really listen right now. Keep them lights up. We not done. I didn't tell y'all to put them down. Y'all don't want no smoke with me. Keep them up. I want y'all to repeat after me. All the fellas. This is a message to our black women. We got you. 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 Everybody that's not black, I want you to say it too, because I need the sisters to hear that y'all got them too. We got you.
We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you.
Black queens, black kings, ain't nothing wrong with fighting for each other. There's nothing wrong with standing up for each other. There's nothing wrong with speaking out. I've been fired from jobs because I didn't agree with the bullshit. I've been let go of jobs being a teacher because I didn't agree with the bullshit. I didn't agree with what was being taught. I didn't agree with how we have to constantly code switch. If you don't know what code switching is, code switching is when I show up to the office, I gotta be like, hello, how you doing today? I stopped doing that because I realized in order for me to be taken serious, I had to wear a suit. I had to change up how I talked. And it was uncomfortable because they weren't allowing me to be me. So I felt invisible at work. So yeah, I came in with the hoodie. I let my chain hang a little bit. Kept my earrings in. My fitted was either to the side or backwards. And whenever I come to work, what's poppin'? What's good? How y'all doing? Because anytime I go somewhere, nobody white has to change up how they are in order to make people feel comfortable. So I shouldn't have to do that shit either. And neither should you. So you ain't got to code switch. If they see you, you exist, and they have to acknowledge your existence. And if they don't, make them. Because you ain't going nowhere no time soon, because they've already tried to eradicate us off this earth. And we still here. They've done it with disease. They've done it with changing things around to make us fight against each other and hate each other because we come in different shades of brown. Melanin popping. Before the lip gloss was melanin been popping. So I want y'all to understand, we have to stick together. This fist isn't just a fist. All these fingers together make that fist, because this fist can destroy anything. It can build anything. The pyramids are still standing. We got proof of that. We did that. The aliens didn't. So, make sure y'all stick together. Make sure y'all defend each other. Look out for each other. Don't be afraid to speak up. Because I've been able to change the minds of people who were deemed racist just by giving them a chance and talking to them. Listening to their story and why they think the way that they do. I'm not saying white people, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying give somebody a chance and talk to them. Because a lot of what they are being told is what they're being told. They're not born that way. You have to teach somebody to be in fear. You have to teach somebody to hate. You have to teach that. The same way we're taught to do anything else, you have to teach that. I've been able to do that. I did that this week. One of my homeboys posted somebody on Facebook that said, oh, this person is racist. Instead of going off of what he said, I clicked on her profile. I got in her inbox and I started to ask her some questions. What's up? So, no, we're not doing that. But in me asking her questions, she told me, even white passing, she's a Russian Jew. And there's a lot of things that she went through that nobody knew about. And because I asked her, it was able to change her mind and her heart to be more open to what we are going through. And she understands because she's been through it. Even though it's not to the degree that we go through, she gets it. And because somebody took a chance to ask her a question and to listen to her story, I can't call her racist because she's not. All it took was for me to educate somebody on something they did not know. And you have to understand, even with the privilege of the people that are here, a lot of them still do not know. So don't walk around with that chip on your shoulder mad at them because they don't know. Sometimes you might have to just educate them. It's okay to talk to them. We don't bite. If anything about us that's contagious, it's our energy. Shit, our lifestyle, our culture is contagious. That's the only thing you're gonna get from us. We're not gonna hurt you. So, if you enjoy anything country, rap, rock, hip hop, break dancing, anything like that, twerking, make sure peanut butter and jelly sandwich, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Y'all make sure y'all pay homage. Y'all make sure y'all pay homage. And when we want to implement change, this is how it happens. We don't want to get together only on days when somebody dies. Let's fill this park up and every other park in Oregon up to just make a change, to do something better. Because we're all somewhere in some position of making a change. And we have somebody we know that don't look like us that can implement change where it needs to be. So make sure y'all do that. I think I'm getting close to my time here. Thank you very much for you guys' time. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you very much for hearing my story. And know that if I see you anywhere, then I got your back. Thank you.
All right, give it up for that gentleman one more time, y'all. Please give it up, okay? Please say for me, but by the way, Beyonce is not your queen. Thank you. Thank you. All right, give it up for our next speaker. His name is Sam Panther, okay? Let's give it up. Thank you.
Hey guys, I was just asked to speak last night, so I'm a little bit unprepared tonight. But thank you for all the organizers for setting this up, and thank you for all of you for coming out and showing your solidarity. The last 4 years for the POC and queer community have been absolutely fucking terrifying. From all the reforms to all the agendas that 45 has tried to push, it has not fixed anything, and it's exacerbated the problem. We refuse to be the strange hanging fruit from the poplar tree. We refuse to be silenced. We cannot rely on the Portland Police Bureau for safety or protection. That is a fact, and that is fucking obvious. We are the citizens of this beautiful fucking city of roses. And we will stand together strong and united. A strong community starts with the person next to you. Shake their hand, say hi, and introduce yourself. Because without a strong community, we cannot grow. I strongly believe that the Portland Police Bureau needs to reallocate their funds and reform their whole structure. This is whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
That's right. And the police's excessive and abrasive use of force is immoral. It's wrong. I've seen people get shot with fucking tear gas canisters and pass out in parking garages throwing up. I've watched a young teenager vomit and need CPR just this week from having to escape that tear gas for standing up for our community. That's not fair. Please raise your hand if you've ever been a victim of police brutality. When I was 16, I grew up in Rose City, up in Northeast. It's a very white neighborhood. I was outside having a cigarette in the alleyway 2 blocks away from my house. And it was starting to get dark. One of the neighbors or somebody called the cops, and at this point, I had no idea why. And I was 16 and 120 pounds. I was 16 and 120 pounds. It took 4 cops, apparently, to inspect suspicious gang-related activity. I was by my fucking self having a cigarette. All I heard was get on the ground. I turned around, my feet were swept up out from under me, and my face was pushed into the gravel. There were 2 cops kneeling on me, and one holding my head into the ground, while the 4th was on the radio. I was detained for 24 hours. With no cause, I was not read my rights. This is a frightening reality for many of our POC community. And all of you out there who are white, you do not understand the terror of leaving your house. You do not understand the terror of having to be the stronger person and walking away. Because you guys can lash out. We have to put our head down, or go to jail, or get shot. The inequality here is vast. We as a people, as a POC community, we need to refuse to be that strange fruit. We will not be silenced. Thank you.
So I had a couple things that I wanted to read to you guys really quick. Some information that a good friend of mine just sent to me. So we've been trying to get the police defunded, and that's one of our biggest missions is to defund the police. Their budget is sky high, and we could be delegating those funds somewhere that's way more productive for our community. So I'm going to tell you guys this information. Contact information: Mayor Wheeler at portlandoregon.gov. Feel free to take down this number, phone number 503. That is 503-823-4120. Once again, that is 503-823-4120. I want you to raise hell in his mailbox. Email and or call the mayor. The PPD union contract is up for renewal right now. Tell him we do. Address again? Address again. Mayor Wheeler. Wheeler, W-H-E-E-L-E-R. W-H-E-E-L-E-R. Mayor Wheeler at portlandoregon.gov. Yeah, I agree. I think he's just about done here, right? I think he's overstayed his welcome. And Portland's ready for new management. Say the number again, 503-823-4120. Email and or call the mayor. The PPD union contract is up for renewal right now. Tell him we do not support the current budget, which overfunds the police and underfunds services for our community. Demand civilian oversight for the allocation of these funds. This is how we change our communities for the better. Real change. Real action, real change. I just gave you guys a very simple thing to do for real change. One more thing. So, we have the daughter of a Mr. Charles Maxey, who started the first black fraternity in Portland, Oregon. He also tried to become an electrician, but because of racism was turned away and decided instead to start his own line of grocery stores, which is still successful to this day on Williams. Mama Galena. Give a round of applause to her, please. Give her a round of applause. I know I can do better than that. This is Black Portland right here. This is the bedrock. They laid down the foundation so that we can follow. They crawled so that we can walk, so that your children can run. Another guest that we have, we're going to wrap up here in a second so we can march again. We have the founder of Portland's Black Panther Party, Mr. Ford. So I want y'all to show a great deal of respect. Give this man a round of applause.
Power to the people. Power to the people. This is the real Rainbow Coalition, started by Fred Hampton back in the 60s. Everybody know what happened to Fred Hampton. Again, power to the people, you guys. It's not going to come from Washington. It ain't going to come from Washington. You got to take it to the streets. We got to stay in the streets. It's going to come from down here. We organize down here, not up here. Don't let them put the genie back in the bottle. The dragon is coming, you guys. Power to the people. Let me share this with you. Power to the people. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now if that doesn't inspire you to keep marching these streets, I don't know what will. That's the face of somebody who has already stared down tyranny and fought it head on. He's still here. He's out here right now. Don't you think he'd rather be sitting on the couch resting, knowing that his country respects him and his life? But still, he's out here. If that doesn't say something to you guys, I don't know what will. But I guarantee you, we're still going to be out of here tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Black Lives Matter! 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 Fist in the air! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Shout to the heavens! Black Lives Matter! 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 Say it every day of your life until they understand it and we feel it. Until it's real. Until it's real. We will shout it to the heavens so that Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and the rest of those beautiful black souls that were taken way too early due to police brutality that was built in this system of white supremacy can hear it. We're gonna keep marching every day, guys. Every single day. Thank you so much.
We would love it if you could stick with us on this march back. Again, you've heard stories of individuals being targeted after they've left marches or being harassed by police. If you walk with us in a large group, we are much, much, much less likely to be messed with. Stay together, stay tight. Please walk with us and get home safe with us. Thank you.
So earlier there were probably close to 10,000 people, and I would say now it's probably closer to maybe 1,000, 1,500 people.
Hello. Hi. Please be mindful of our